All right, you let me know when you're ready.
Making sure I got everything. All right, let's do it.
Okay. What's up, Nana Nation and lovers of the Not After 30 podcast? What's up, everybody? This is your daily, monthly, weekly dose of Melk and Cookies. You're lucky you got the good name because I ended up with Cookies.
Yeah, you got the short end of the stick.
Wait till you see these nuts, baby. Spotty, just like a chocolate chip cookie.
My favorite.
Man, it's been a while since we sat down and recorded. This is our debut edition on YouTube as well. Hopefully we don't get pulled down.
Fingers crossed. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
man.
send them a thing of milk and cookies.
If you milk it, they will come.
It's usually the Milky Way, so it's worth a shot.
Yeah, you gotta make. I've been tuning into show me your TDs, and when you introduce yourself, the Milky Way, I'm like, yeah, buddy, you go get it.
Inspired by you and the rest of the crew, so
Well, that means a lot. Thank you for saying that. If this is your first time hearing this, you are about to witness something so cool, man. Melk and Cookies is a not safe for work podcast where Melk-man and myself, El Hef, talk about maybe not so safe topics. I'll also do a little disclaimer out there saying this may not be 100% PC either. You got to remember, these are two dudes talking about experiences as well as maybe opinions or feelings that may not be for everybody.
Yeah, so definitely don't take our word for it. It's just our opinion, like the El Capitan was saying. But we just have fun with it. So hopefully you guys enjoy too.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're all having fun here. And listen, I'm sure girls, women, bitches, and hoes all talk like this too. But we're just brave enough to put on a podcast and on YouTube. So shall we do this?
But I got one question though. You think the bitches and hoes talk about this?
I think they have to, right? They need to get the dollars and cents right. They can't be doing this and then just thinking to themselves, like, what did you get out of this? Because I got this out of this. And if she thinks she's getting devalued, they got to talk to make sure that everything's kind of kosher across the board.
Yeah, I always thought they were just worried about getting that money, like.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that that's how it is, but also and when we say hoes, we don't mean like, good girls that act a little crazy in the bedroom. We're talking about real ass hoes.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about the gold diggers. We're talking about the girls who are just doing the favor to get something in return, not a give and take. I'll do this if you do this. No. I'll do this. You give me this.
Precisely. Definition of a true hoe.
True hoe. And listen, and a hoe's a hoe. And again, like, we're not saying those good girls doing bad things. We're talking about hoes.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Now, Melky, I hope you don't get offended when I say stuff like that. I'm just talking from my heart, man.
No, absolutely not, man.
Thank you. I'm drinking a concoction of Gatorade, cucumber and mint vodka, and flavored carbonated water, because I'm trying to get in the mindset of a basic bitch for this conversation. And just in case that wasn't enough, Claw is the law. I also got myself my next drink, which is taking the world by storm. White Claw, natural lime, seltzer, spiked seltzer. I'm about ready to do this.
That's a solid drink. I was actually about to ask when did your TDs drop out, but then you recovered with your explanation, so you're all good.
Yeah. TD should be coming out tonight, by the way. Once we're done here, it's going up on the tube, and then the following day it'll be on your podcatcher. Ooh. But you'll be hearing this 3 or 4 days after that comes out. So go back and check it out.
Absolutely, man.
Melky, we got some topics tonight that aren't the easiest to talk about. So I'm glad that there's two pros like you and I to iron out these details.
Well, let's do it, man. Let's get to it.
First up, we have some unfinished business. You know what I'm getting at, right?
I do.
Okay. So last time we recorded this, which a little behind the scenes was a couple months ago. Shit got busy. You took on a new podcast project. That's got you busy. Plus, a Voice from Mustard's got you busy. Plus, I got you busy. So we haven't been able to sit down and do this. So we have some questions, and I can't remember who sent it in, but it's not important right now. We got 2 questions that didn't get answered on the last Milk and Cookies.
Yeah.
First question, Milky. I'll let you answer both questions first.
Sure.
First question, would you rather wear the same pair of socks for a month or the same pair of underwear for a week?
I'm going same pair of socks for a month. I mean, there's just something about all that crust gathering from your junk onto your boxers, briefs, tidy whities, whatever the hell you wear. I'm not down for it. I'd rather take on that toe jam from the socks. Not even a question, or not even a no-brainer. It's socks. It's got to be socks.
Okay, I mean that's like a bold statement. I initially was thinking like underwear because I figured like maybe 2 days, then you flip it, turn it inside out, wear another 2 days. Like what are you? Are you like a boxer brief guy or are you a boxer guy?
Boxer and boxer briefs.
I'm a strict boxer briefs kind of guy. I find it's the best of both worlds. I like everything high and tight, so let's keep it in a good spot.
Plus, it makes you jump bigger.
And like, here's what I'm thinking too. Like, I got 2 days off during the week, like most people, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I just won't wear underwear on my days off. So like that buys me 2 days out of that equation. So it's really 5 days, and it's like 2.5 days. Maybe like on Wednesday you turn it inside out or something. I think I can make it work.
I mean, some of those points though you could do with socks. Like you could turn your socks inside out. You could not wear socks. I mean, it's just a longer period, right?
I think you can only not wear the garment on your days off though, because like technically you can go commando all the time, and then that solves that problem. Yeah. You wear it the Monday and the Friday, and then you call it a week.
I guess so, but what about those cold nights?
Yeah, man. You better hope you got someone to cuddle up to, I guess.
You mean those hoes?
Yeah, you mean those hoes. Exactly what I mean. Yeah. Man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but like for some reason I'm trying to like put my screen half and half, and it's not giving me that. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong on this, but if you're watching this and Melky's small and I'm big, or vice versa, I'm sorry. Let's see if I do this.
I mean, in real life, that might not be the case, but
yeah, exactly. Okay. Second question. Don't think you're off the hook. And this is a dangerous one, my man.
Let's hear it.
If you were to, did Siri want to chime in on this too?
Yes, it seemed like Siri was good.
Siri was like, sorry, what was that?
It said, hey, sir.
Now, I might be paraphrasing slightly. I don't have the question exactly in front of me. I'm doing this all off memory. But I believe it went something like this. Do you expect to get the booty eaten if you're going to eat the booty?
I mean, I do. Okay, so the thing is, I do believe in fair exchange.
Right.
On mostly everything. But on that, I'm not one that wants to have my salad tossed, so I'm gonna say no. But I know it sounds biased, and it sounds like I'm only giving and not receiving. But yeah, sorry, man.
You know what it is? I know guys like you. You're an analyst. you only give, you never receive.
I give everywhere else where I need to. It's just not there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're wrong. I say yes. Next question. Okay. So, Mel, let's get into episode 3 of Melk and Cookies.
Let's do it.
We got 2 topics we're going to talk about. We're going to keep this. I want to do long-winded, but I want the episode to be short and sweet, kind of like my sex life. So let's get the right stuff up on the board early. First topic, maybe controversial to some. I know how I feel about this, and I have my experience to back me up on it. But how do you, Melkman, feel about food in the bedroom?
I'm against it. I just think it's a big disaster waiting to happen. There's nothing like sugar going up an ass crack, or and for the woman, their cooch. I don't see it being fun at all. I mean, the build up to it, like chocolate and strawberries or oysters,
Right.
set the tone, but not while you're getting ready to, get it.
Okay. So across the board, you're not like I'm not saying like a steak or anything like that, but across the board, like you're like just talking dessert food, like hey, how about this as an idea? Let me try to sell you on something here.
Sure.
You ever watch those movies with like the Russian gangsters and like you go behind the wall and like they have like naked ass models with sushi on them?
Yeah.
What's up? Like
Yeah.
it's not the same thing, but you can interpret that as you will and maybe bring that home with you after you party with Russian gangsters.
I mean, that's almost like eating raw fish on top of raw fish. So, I mean, I guess that's not the worst idea, but I don't know. I just feel like my energy is going to be focused on the main meal instead of like everything else, like the sides. I mean, I want the main meal. I don't want to not. I don't necessarily want to have a knife and fork ready and like you said, carving into a porterhouse or something. Nah.
Okay, so what about this? What about like the Varsity Blues whipped cream bikini? Is that a yay or nay?
That's a good question. I think it's good up here and the chest. I mean, then it just gets all sticky and messed up down there. I'd be for it, but I think that's the extent I go. I don't think I want to do anything else when it comes to food in the bedroom. I don't know. That's just me, man.
I think the movie was maybe Days of Thunder or Top Gun, but like I think it was one of those top Tom Cruise movies where they parodied it with Naked Gun, where like there was like an olive and like he takes the olive and he glides it through the girl's body and then she eats it, and then Naked Gun does it and he put the olive in the belly button and he shoots it into the girl's mouth. What one's hotter? I don't know.
I mean,
anytime you can shoot something into a girl's mouth, that's like a +1. So like I don't know, like finger roll and one, or like very talented. I don't know.
so is that like a Kobe? Like when you wish that?
Yeah.
Kobe?
So like yeah. So again, like, do I find that hot? Not exactly. But is it intriguing? I say yes.
All right, you're opening my eyes a little bit. When I hear food in the bedroom, I don't know why I go to that Seinfeld episode where George brings in pastrami, toasted pastrami, and goes buck wild with his missus. So I always just resort to that. I always think of that when I think food in the bedroom. But I mean, you're opening my eyes and to other possibilities.
Listen, all I want to do is play a little devil's advocate because when it comes down to it, I say nay for food in the bedroom. But my reason is a little bit different than yours. I agree, like, when you're dealing with like sugar and like private areas, it doesn't always mesh. But like, I don't know about you, but I'm a very hairy dude. And as a hairy dude, like, do you have chest hair or are you like one of those seals, like very slippery and smooth?
I got a little bit of chest hair. I'm just not, completely hairy. I'm not covered. I got.
So like I got shot at the beach. Okay, so it's like for me, I got a bunch of chest hair, and like the idea of anything that's sticky or could be sticky or end up like attracting flies, I'm not interested unless it's a little shit on my chest. I'm okay with that. But like what I'm trying to say
Are you German?
is like yeah, I keep it groomed, but like my wife loves chest hair, right? So for her, I keep it like a little bit on the longer side, but everything else I keep like pretty trimmed and lean and mean. But at the end of the day, though, I also don't want to have to like deal with that much cleanup after. Like it doesn't justify the means for me.
Nah, no, I agree.
Okay, so hold on. Before we say goodbye to this topic, the next question is: have you ever dealt with food in the bedroom?
I have on couple different scenarios, and they were both a catastrophe. So, and
So that's it.
one involved ants. So, yeah.
Wait, what happened? You buzzed out. What happened?
Oh, I was just saying one of the situations involved ants, so that's why sugar is not a
Oh
good
my god.
is not a good thing in the bedroom. And yeah, next thing you know, instead of a party for two, you're having a party for like 600.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Okay, so for me, when I was younger and dumb, I think like, the first girl I actually got deep with, like, I think we might have tried some things, but like I don't remember it being very good, and I don't remember like it had to do with whipped cream, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good because it was like everything at the end of everything was like hot and sexy and all good. But I remember after it dried up a little bit, like turning over and it being like kind of like that sticky mess.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this definitely isn't for me. So
I just don't see it as a necessity, you know. I like the sweet nectar of the woman. I don't need anything else.
oh, crack my white claw. Okay, so question number 2. Um, things you don't do when you hook up for the first time. May I start?
Go, please.
So let me take you down a little memory lane. You have much younger Anthony, full head of beautiful hair, a body of a demigod. And there was this girl, a friend of a friend, and we were casual friends. And then, one day we had this like accidental let's hang out kind of thing. And the night was going really well. We went out to an oyster bar. We had a couple of drinks, went to this club. Everything was good. But I'll tell you something, man. Never had oysters before. She opened my eyes to them. She also opened my lower intestine to them. So we get back to her place, and at the time she was living by herself in like a little condo. It was a nice little stop. Everything was clean. I was very happy to get into her place. And everything was clean because my biggest fear at the time, still, to show up at someone's house and then like their place is like a bomb and they're cool with the mess.
Mm-hmm.
But I go and I'm like, I gotta take a shit, and this isn't gonna be a good shit. This is gonna be a fucking raising hell type of shit.
Oh boy, like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, like something along that line. So here's what my train of thought was. I'm gonna dump super fast. I'm gonna bite down the lip. I'm gonna push out an intestine, and I'm gonna flush really quickly. Seems like a rock solid plan, eh, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that, but this is like I'm thinking one big push, brown chocolate snake flies out, and I flush the toilet. Not the case. We get a little fireworks. All right, bag of peas in the toilet, my man.
Oh
So I
boy.
flush quickly, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. Oh shit, what's that grumbling? I got round 2 coming. Now round 2 is the brown cow. So what comes out there, big mudslide, bad news. Dude, the smell was something of like a generational like mishap. I was so embarrassed by the smell. It wasn't even a smell I had smelled before. It was so much more foul than that. And I thought to myself, I was like, see, this is what happened. Had oysters for the first time. My body was like, what is this foreign substance? It kind of tastes good. It kind of tastes gross. I got to digest a lot of it. Then we went and drank, and then we went to a club and danced. So, of course, like, body's moving, the intestines are shaking things out from high school. I had some old Taco Bell, some Gordito Crunch from like high school that was in my intestine that fell out. Like, there was just tons of shit from dancing so hard. And of course, I was trying to throw some moves out there to show this girl what's up. Get to her place. This dump is just bad news. It's so bad. I was lucky by the grace of God. She said, "Oh my God, I got to move my car in from the street. I'll be back in 2 minutes." I'm like, perfect. I got time. I'm going to blow this shit out of my ass. It's going to be fine. It was so bad that like I tried. She had no window in her bathroom. She had like a fan. The fan was going. I'll just leave this like this. Hopefully, by the time if she goes in there, it won't be as bad.
Wow.
Melk-man. She went in there and it was that bad.
Oh boy. No.
Yeah. So like, needless to say, it killed my chances. Not
No
only that, but she lit a candle. And she didn't light a candle for the smell. She lit a candle for the RIP of the possible booty I could have got that night.
And the RIP chance of you ever getting in that.
Yeah. Not only that, but the friend of like our mutual friend, she told that mutual friend that I dropped the death bomb in her bathroom, and I don't know if I had a chance anyways, but I assumed I did because no one's gonna hang out and party and have as much fun as we did without the possibility of something happening.
Oh, of course. Why would you waste your time, right?
Exactly. So, Anthony, I have your rule book of smashing. Rule number 1, paragraph 2: don't take a shit, hold it, and then deal with it when this girl's far from you or after you smashed.
I feel like that was a public service announcement.
Yeah, PSA. Yeah.
Brought by NA30.
Brought to you by the NA30 network of podcasts. We're here to help you, bro.
Now, if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that was me. Rule number 1 of things you don't do in the when you're going to hook up for the first time: don't drop a dookie.
Yeah, I think that should be at the top of the list, especially the story you just foretold.
It was bad news.
Bad news bears, man.
Yeah.
I think it's still.
So you got anything? You got anything? You're just gonna laugh at me in my face all the time.
No. I mean, I don't have anything that's gonna top that, but I have a story from I'm in my mid-20s, and I was talking to this woman for a couple weeks, and she kept pushing it out there that she's a freak. Like is up to anything. So we decided we're gonna hang out, and I said, okay, let's go to a Rippers on a first date.
Okay.
So she's like, yeah, that's going to be fun, right? So, we meet up. We go to Solid Gold, which is right down on Plains Road in Burlington, if you don't know. And, we just have a couple drinks. We do a couple shots, enjoying the view. Everything is going well. And then all of a sudden, man, it went from this is the best fucking girl ever, like buying me lap dances and encouraging me to, bring the other girls home and whatever not, to you're a fucking pig. And I'm like, what? And she just looks at me, she's like, you're a fucking pig. And I said, how? You're enjoying it with me. She's like, I never thought you would actually take me to a strip club on the first date. I said, but I asked you and you were down for it. And so she flipped the script quick, man. And lo and behold, I didn't get laid that night. Just like called me every name in the book, said I'm the definition of trash, and this is why women are single. Just like, whoa. So I'm wondering if she got a little catty when one of the girls was rubbing up on me, or when I went in the back for like a lesbian show. I wonder if like that's when it clicked in. So
maybe that probably a pretty good indication of not the best future.
But I asked her if it was all right, and she said, go enjoy your best life. And that's what I was doing.
She was testing you. That's what happened. She was testing you. You failed the test.
I failed miserably.
I would not say that. Doesn't sound like a good idea anyway. Like you couldn't bring her on amateur night where like maybe she was better looking than the girls performing.
I wasn't thinking too far ahead. I got excited that she wanted to go to the Rippers on a first date. So.
Oh my god, I'd have to agree that's not the best thing to do.
No, epic fail.
Where's your stance on Rippers? Because I don't love Rippers. If I don't have to, I won't go. Yeah. But I'm only going for good friend's bachelor party, and that's it.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not much for the rippers either. Like I only would really go for to drink. I mean, yeah, you'll see the show, but I never really cared about it. It was the company that I had that would always,
Oh yeah.
entice me like, no, let's go do this. They're offering this, so I'd fall into the trap. But no, I never really needed to go. I mean, I've dated a stripper, I dated a shooter girl. I've had some adventures there, but if I don't have to go, I don't go.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I do not love going, and then the idea of going always throws me for a loop.
Yeah.
Like, it just like, you know what it is? I have a hard time paying for sex because I feel like I don't have to. Like, I feel like I'm not in the category of like, yeah, I need to pay for it because I can't get it for free. But then, it's always kind of like nice to see what's up,
It's if I'm with the boys, that's all I care about. But I don't take it as I go to throw money around to get off. It's not something I get off on. I'm just more for the chill and the chilling vibe and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucked that up royally.
Yeah. Okay, so other things I can probably recommend, like things not to do before you hook up for the first time. Like I totally understand like being in the moment, but like not being prepared for a possible hookup, like bringing protection or like this is actually like a two-parter. Like bringing protection is A1 and A-B. No, that's not right. 1B
One,
is
yeah.
damn, I hit my vape a little too hard.
The White Claw.
One is like for sure bring protection.
Yeah.
Because cool you could pull out, but like just be a stud and like bring protection. Two, hygiene. Out across the board, baby. I get it. If you're partying, you're dancing up a storm, your legs are rubbing together and there's some friction, maybe a small fire, maybe some moisture. I get that. But what I mean is like, did you shower before you went out? Because like if it was grungy already, then you went and partied and it's grungier. Just like don't hook up on camping trips unless it's the first day.
Oh yeah.
Because you think day 3 is gonna be good? That lake water, fucking rubbing that's that pussy juice, not gonna happen, baby. Yeah, exactly. Tastes like White Claw.
Maybe that's how they came up with White Claw.
That's why it's called White Claw.
Yeah, good old camping trips.
Yeah, you can break it off.
Yeah, no. I want to throw another one in there. I know you were talking about hygiene, but like manscaping and ladyscaping,
Yeah.
I think you should just always be prepared because there's nothing like you're hot and heavy with someone and you go down and then bam, jungle bush.
Yeah. Oh.
Or you lose a hand in there. Like, nah, it's this. Yeah, I know. I'm always prepared.
I agree. Like, and I remember back, like this was fucking many moons ago, but back in college, I met this girl. We hit it off, and she was Asian. And not that matters a bunch of the story, but like, what are Asians known for? Smooth skin, no hair.
Yeah, smooth sailing.
I don't think that's not inappropriate, right? I feel like that's like a common like good stereotype. But regardless, so we start like getting hot and heavy. Everything's going pretty well. All of a sudden, I lift up her underwear. I slide my hand. She stops my hand like, what? And I'm like, whoa, what's up? She's like, listen, I didn't think we get this far. I just want to let you know that like I haven't shaved in a little while. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, what's a little stubble? It's all good. Like, who cares? We're gonna have fun anyways, dude. It was dense. It was like I said earlier. Like I keep my chest hair a little bit longer. This was longer than my chest hair. Like this felt like I'm gonna guess like my fingers are about an inch thick.
Yeah.
It curled over my finger. So so that's that. And I was like, I was like, I'm not even that bothered by it because I'm like a super horny 21-year-old. Yeah, no, I was bothered by it. Like it threw me for a loop. And I get that everyone's a little different, especially down there, and some people's grow in different manners. But this was just like everywhere. It was like she's wearing a pair of hairy shorts.
Yeah. You know what? At least you got a warning before you were going down
Fair.
south. I didn't. There was I was in a hotel room. We were at a Christmas party, and this girl and I we were pretty drunk, and my buddy and I got a room because we knew we were staying down there, and I invited her back, and we went in the bathroom and we started, getting hot and heavy, and she's wearing the short little number, and I hike it up, and bam, I'm staring at buckwheat. Like it was that bad. It was that disgusting. My chub instantly turned into a nub. That's how disgusting it was. Like, and
Chubs turn into nubs.
Yeah, it was instant too. It didn't waste any time. Like, bam. Yeah. So yeah, at least, like I said, at least you got a warning because I didn't. It was a shocker.
Oh my god. Well, okay, so to build on, I guess, like point 3 or 4 of this is don't talk so much. Now, before all the all the social justice warriors, all the SJWs jump out of their skin, I'm not talking yes or no. Like, you want to do this, yes or no? But I remember talking to this girl, went to the drive-in, and like we watched like the whole fucking movie, and I couldn't get any signs off her. Like, I couldn't tell if she was into me or not. I almost felt like this might be like a charity case. I felt like I had like that autistic kid in the room that was like, "Do you like me? I don't know. Like, are we still cool? Like, do you want to hold hands?" I felt like so weird in the situation. We end up hooking up, and like she's naked from the waist down, and I'm using my hands. I don't want to get like too graphic on this. And she's like, yes, I deserve this. Oh, this is good. Oh yeah. I was like, okay. And she's like, yes, I need this. I need this. Oh, I need this. I'm like, okay, please stop.
Wow.
Please stop, because I'm about to. I couldn't get past it, and you're in this hot and heavy moment, and like things are going well, and like my tongue was bleeding because I was biting it so hard because I try not to laugh. What the fuck are you talking about? You need this. You deserve this. You know what I need and I deserve? Come on now. Get off your back.
I feel like that'd be an instant mood killer too. Like, I mean, everybody needs it, but how high was your voice? Because I feel like it was a squeaky type of like rodent sounding voice.
Yeah, like, I didn't do her justice, and if she's listening to this, I apologize, obviously, but
But you need this.
yeah, but like you need to know, even though like she's married with a kid, but
Okay.
it's like her voice actually wasn't that high.
Okay.
It was more like it was like her regular talking voice, but like she was just like declaring it to her roommates that like she was getting something that she obviously needed and deserved.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, and needless to say, just like a quick sidebar, I think this is an obvious one, but I think a lot of fucking dumb broads do it. But do not fucking talk about your ex. Ever.
Yeah. There's nothing
Say that
worse.
for like date number 7.
Yeah. That or cats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I know, like I get it, like you like single people have to talk about like their things just so that they know, like other people know. Like I couldn't imagine being in the dating game now and be like, yeah, so I got like 200 bobbleheads. Is that weird? Like, of course that's fucking weird. You save that for like the last date before you get married.
Absolutely.
You do not mention that, like on like that's not first date information.
I played a game once on a date. This girl, like, she was a nice girl, but all she did was speak about her cats, and she was like only 25.
She didn't even hit cat lady age
No,
yet.
not even cat lady status, and she's just dropping her cats every second, third sentence. I'm just like, do you have a fetish for cats?
Like, is cats a metaphor for something?
I was hoping, but no, she meant cats.
Don't talk about your fucking cats. Nobody cares.
Mm.
And dudes listening to this that may date dudes, or women listening to this that date dudes, do not date a guy with a cat. it sounds like a good idea, but they're fucking weirdos.
It's not the cat's meow.
Yeah, no, yeah, you don't win. Okay, it's not a good thing.
Okay, what's your stance on safe words?
You need them. You need them. You obviously need them for the obvious reason. Like if you don't feel comfortable, you definitely need to voice that. And you need to do it in case you're role playing because don't be an idiot. But you can't have a fucking dorky safe word. Like your safe word can't be like lollipops or like bubble tea. Like it can't be like that. The safe word should be something like I don't know, like danger zone or like hot lava or something. Like something that's not fucking dumb. Like, okay, if I say bubbles, that means it's too far. Like, fuck you, cunt. You know what's too far? Your fucking stupid safe word, okay? You know what you need to do? You need to take the safe word and get the fuck out of the house.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question because I once used the safe word pineapple. I thought
fuck you, Melky.
But I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Fucking, who's that chick on the bananas? Chiquita
Banana?
Chiquita Banana, yeah. Get your fucking Chiquita Banana ass out of here. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's coming from
your
Mr.
safe word should be something like stinger attack. Like something masculine, because if you go with fucking pineapple, you're gonna break the mood. You're gonna be like, all of a sudden, everyone's gonna start laughing, and then you're gonna lose all the good stuff you built up.
Oh, I was done purposely. I didn't really want to hit it.
So hold on. The safe word was pineapples. What was going on?
No, it was just when you're kind of I don't know if you've ever been guiltied into getting intimate, but I was a little drunk too, and I just thought I'm gonna try and sabotage this as much as I could. So I just wanted to think of the funniest word or the funniest safe word I could ever think of, and just pineapple came to mind, and yeah. Let's just say mission accomplished.
We got this question on NA30. We put this out like fan questions, listener questions, and one of the questions from, I can't fuck up his name, Alan Nawagowski or something like that, was, what's the biggest heifer, or what's a big, I can't remember exactly, what's the biggest girl you've ever slept with? And basically that's the question. But what we kind of rephrased it, because we had Aaron Chalupa and SARS on here, and she's like probably like 110 pounds anyways. So what I kind of rephrased the question as was like, what's the biggest weight difference? Like you're what? Like you're 220?
No. I'm about 195.
Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry.
That's all good.
I can see how offended you got. You're like, oh my God. Okay, well, I am like 235, right? So it's mostly my dick. I got a very fat dick. That weighs more than muscle. What can I say? But so I was, we were talking about it, and I was like, okay, so this is like a great question for Melk and Cookie. So what I want to know is, what's your biggest weight difference? Like, and if you can guesstimate, because I pictured you probably like a bigger guy, because you are like very bulky dude. So
yeah. The biggest, probably. It's funny because like when I was dating the troll like 6 years ago,
the hairy titty.
Yeah. I mean, she was only 5'3", but she was thick. So she was probably $180, and I was I was smaller then, so I was like $190, maybe $188.
Yeah, it's like 10 pounds, maybe 15 pounds. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Like you hit on something. Like, have you ever been guilted into sleeping with someone? Like, I wouldn't say I was guilted. I would say we both had the right idea.
Yeah.
But I would say the close, because I've always been like, I think the lightest I've been in my adult body, which was like early 20s, was probably $180. But for the majority of my adult life, I've been around 220.
Yeah.
Like, since I got married, but that's aside. So I would say the closest I ever got was probably between 40 and 50 pounds. of like, let's say 220. And at the time I was like, it's not that bad. Because when 180 or whatever, 170 clothed, it doesn't look that bad. I got the push-up bra, got the Lululemons, got everything kind of working. Well, when you see that unbuckled,
Yeah.
At the time I was lucky I was in my early 20s, because if I was like 38 like I am now, I'd be like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna watch Netflix
And not chill.
and like literally chill, not like every single meme on the internet when it comes to Netflix and chill. Like, you see those massage guns, like da 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 da. This is someone's daughter right now. Da 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 da. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's kind of like fair.
it's funny though, because like it didn't start off like that. We had a nice weight discrepancy, and then hers kept going up, and mine maintained.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that makes it a little bit harder, I think, and then it makes it a little softer. Whew, that's heavy humor, man.
Like cookie sauce.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to either one of our categories? Things you don't do on the first day, or things you don't do when you first hook up, or food in the bedroom?
I mean, I'm pretty much against food in the bedroom anyway, so
Yeah.
I said my piece. Although like whipped cream, you can't.
Flavored lubes.
Flavored lubes, I don't mind that, because that sounds more like a them problem.
Like, to be honest, never needed them, but I'm glad they're out there for people who do need them. I used to have a massive beard, dude. I used to have a beard that was like 4 or 5 inches off my face. And I used to groom it, and I used to condition it and brush it all the time. And I get to this party, and it's all my wife's sister's friends. And everyone's chatting, and they're like, not to like be a dick or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure they're going to listen to this. But they're all kind of like snooty, Burlington, Lululemon basic bitches, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay, listen, right now it's like the end of October. I guarantee you one of them's in a chunky sweater, jeans, and like a black vest. So like, I'm not worried, right? Like, we're calling it, okay? But one of them was like, wow, your beard's really long. I was like, yeah, I groom it, I keep it conditioned. And she's like, what do you condition it with? Conditioner? I'm like, mostly pussy juice. And the looks I got were so bad. It was like I said, let me shit in your mouth and you can see what it tastes like. Like, it was so bad, my man. I'm just trying to crack a joke. I'm just trying to have some fun. They don't want to hear it. They're just like, this guy's an asshole. I'm out. So I can thank Dan Balzerian for that fucking ridiculous answer to a stupid question. Thanks, Dan. Fuck you.
I mean, you may as well have just taken a giant dump. You mean the one like on your first date?
Yeah.
The oyster. Yeah. You may as well.
And then 2 hours later, take a shit in the middle of the floor. That smells like death on fire. Yeah. You're the man, cool guy. What the fuck are we doing with our lives? Okay.
Yeah.
Melk-man, let's tie this app off, because we're hitting the 45-minute mark. Who knows how long I rambled on the intro to this thing. Thank you for your insight today, your education, your storytelling. Thank you, my man.
You know what? Thanks for having me again. It's been a while since we've taken a bite out of those Melk and cookies, so let's not take too long this time to do another one.
And where can the good people find you? Why don't you give out your podcast names as well as your IG?
Sure. You can find myself, Melky, aka Blackzilla27 on Instagram. We also have Wowhead Mustard Instagram page. You can find me there. You can find me once a week with our very special friend Gooby on Show Us Your TDs. It's a football fantasy pod that's trending up in the right way. So yeah, stay tuned.
The hottest show on the network, my friends. Hottest show.
I appreciate it, man.
For Blackzilla27, aka the Melkman, aka Melky Cabrera, I'm Anthony El Hef. This is Melk and Cookies. Suck my ass.
Turd burglar.
Turd burglar.